Hey everybody. It has been a while since I made a video, or made videos regularly rather. So I thought I would kind of update you guys on some things, and definitely the world is shifting fast. There's so much going on, as we all know, with the war across the seas, politics, Donald Trump, measles, all these things really, and it can be really hard to keep our peace amongst the chaos. But I think it's so important right now to try to do things to keep our peace. So today I just did an hour of stretching, I did some restorative yoga, I did some gentle movement at home. So really coming back to like the practices that keep me grounded, and like moving my body slowly, rhythmically, in order to regulate my emotional nervous system and tell my body that it's safe, right? And I just bawled my eyes out the whole time, which was good, because it's really good sometimes to feel the emotions rather than to run away from them. And actually got TV hooked up lately, so I've been watching this show. It's a cop series comedy. What's it called? High Potential. Anyways, I haven't really had cable in years, so it's a new thing. But yeah, that's been kind of fun, and also trying not to get too into the TV, right? It's all about moderation, and remembering to sleep and do other things. And been getting into cooking some new foods lately, like in the like some tempeh. So I kind of just fried up some garlic and coconut oil, added paprika and some Hermamire and some pepper and soy sauce, and that actually turned out really nice on its own with a little bit of carrots. And then I totally like accidentally dropped a dish of all these raw vegetables I cut up for the week. Of course, my dog was in the kitchen, so I pushed her out of the kitchen and yelled at her and chased her into her crate and locked it up and vacuumed and let her out and gave her a bunch of treats and said, "I'm sorry." I gave her some treats when she was in the crate, just to let her know it's okay. You're safe. Don't worry. It's all good. And then she understands, I think, a little bit. She's pretty intuitive, actually. She knows when it's not a real emergency. She's seen a lot worse with my far past ex, so when I get upset and scared, she's like, "Okay, Mom, just, it's okay, I got you." So that's pretty sweet. Actually been getting into training her, but it's super hard for me to train her every day. Like some days I'm like, "Let's go, like let's do it." And like it's funny because like it'll be like the days I'm walking her more and training her more, I'll go on a walk and someone will be like, "Hey, good job, you're doing good with her." And like they don't even know I'm training, but this like intuitive sense that they have, or they just see it, right? Or the universe is like, "Hey." And so yeah, it'd be really nice to really fully train her, but when you struggle with motivation, that's super hard. So I'm just surprised how loving most people are, and encouraging they are. Like, "Oh, you're doing good with your dog," and like she's the loudest dog in the neighborhood. But I know I see a lot of other small dogs like that, but not really her size. So but yeah, she's my best friend. She's super sweet, and love having a dog, and really just detox the house again, give a whole bunch of stuff. I called up Value Village. They set a time. I bought some bags. I marked them with like a D, and they pick them up from your house. So every few months I do that, which is nice. My neighbors are calmed down a little bit after having 4 different neighbors yell at me for no reason, because like my dog barks when the pizza guy's in the hallway, or because I feed her vegetarian, or because my neighbor across the hallway, the guy below him, had some stabbings, and severe brain injury from it, and he starts banging on my neighbor's door saying like, "You're making all this noise all day," and she's clearly not, so it's probably just people going in the hallway, but this guy just can't handle it. So I say some prayers for him, and I just kind of try to make peace every time I see him and just check in with him and be like, "Hey." And then a neighbor had a friend pass away of ours, and then I made peace with this other neighbor. I was like, "Hey, did you know that my vet actually said that it's okay to feed my dog vegetarian? It's perfectly fine." The staff at the vet's office said that to me, so that calmed him down. Yeah, I get a lot of slack for it. Actually, like, I get a lot of, yeah, you tell people you feed your dog vegetarian, they often freak out on you and start yelling at you and saying that, like, and they're like severely overweight and unhealthy, and they have a right to tell us that we're unhealthy for being vegetarian. It just makes no sense to me, really, because every year I go for my blood work, and my psychiatrist, like, I haven't seen blood work this good in a long time, and it's been like that for years, so I must be doing something right. And I mean, I did have a little bit of meat and fish, but that was after a breakup. I don't know if that's something I'll continue doing. Not really planning it, but yeah. Really coming back to nourishing food. Like this week, I was like, I'm gonna spend all my extra money on food. I think I don't want to talk about things I talked about in the last video. Kind of forget. I'm like, what did I put on video? What did I put in journal? So instead of going to like A&W, I went to this like fancy restaurant because I was like, I want to support local and not these greedy big corporations, fast food nations. And it was expensive, but it was really nice, actually. I had like pea soup and like samosas, and so delicious, but yeah, expensive. So then I went and bought like super nourishing food from Spud, got it delivered, and like been eating like a queen this week, thank God. And actually it makes a huge difference in my mental health. So tempeh, I try to have like substantial protein every day. I mix together the coconut smells with almonds and walnuts, super super delicious, easy. Hummus with chips, just not any fancy chips, just kind of plain, like the salted one because I need more salt. And then I did quinoa pasta with the organic pasta sauce. Is so good, super high in protein. Well, sorry, no, the quinoa one was less high because it had white flour in it, but the chickpea pasta super high in protein, really delicious. So loved that. I put some garlic in with it, and then for herbs and supplements, I've been doing like occasional ashwagandha or triflower B12, but I've been like getting sulfur burps. So when my sulfur burps started on the farm years ago, the herbalist teacher, he said do chamomile. That actually saved my life, because every time I get sulfur burps I would end up throwing up. So had that at work the other day. Yeah, last Sunday, before last, last Sunday, I had severe stomach pain all day. I was at the bus stop hunched over. It looked like I was on fentanyl because I was like all hunched over and like in so much pain, and kind of walking back and forth trying to like help it. And I'm like at the bus stop giving myself a stomach massage, and like I probably look weird, but like this is like really painful. And it was just literally from not eating properly for a week, just not having the budget to eat or not being responsible with my money. And that's the thing with fast food and vending machines and coffees, they'll steal your money, and then you don't have enough left for the actual nutrition that you need for the rest of the week. So thank God this week was better, and I managed to save some money and donate some money. And then I went to church, and all my church friends are like, oh, you gotta leave New Age, like that stuff's the devil. And like, so that sent me on like a real downward spiral this week into like, oh my God, what if they're right? And so yeah, some days I would like read my Bible, some days I'm like still doing manifesting, and it's just like, oh, my head hurts and constantly like worried about like what do I need to do next, and like who do I need to be around and where do I need to be, and do I go to church and do this series they want me to do, and they want me to come evangelize the homeless shelter, and they want me to like come meet with them and talk, and like I'm like, I love these people and I love prayer and I love hearing that like, oh, there's a loving God that has a plan for our life. But I'm super scared because like when I go to church, I notice the wars get worse, and I'm like, oh my, creating part of the war, because I've had some of my healers tell me these religious places where you're following all these rules create wars. If it's like, but then the religious people say it's the new age people creating it. Like, I just really admire people that like have this ability to really like um just believe in something. You know, they know like what to eat, they know what to wear, they know what to work, they know what friends, they know what their spiritual practices and their beliefs. And I'm like 39 years old, I still haven't figured that out, and I'm like, oh my god, like can't I just figure it out already? Because I know there's a way. It's just, so today I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do something neutral to not piss anybody off. I won't piss off the New Agers, I won't piss off the Christians, and just, okay, somatic movement, I can do that. Both would maybe be okay with that, and just moving slowly. Like if that really releases trauma and regulates the nervous system, maybe that's part of my answer. And so yeah, it's crazy times, you guys. Pray for peace, yeah, for all of us. And I worry that this unrest in me is just manifesting in the world, and I feel terrible, and I wish I could do something. I wish I could be more of the solution and the change, but sometimes I just want to sit and watch TV and not do anything. And it's like, oh, I'm scared to do anything, right? And like that's where the nervous system can get us into like fight, flight, freeze, and I'm in like the freeze mode a lot. Oh, I'll just meditate for an hour. Oh, I'll just like do some breathing exercises. Oh no, I'm just gonna fall asleep on the couch and not take my meds because I'm so tired. Some once a week or so, and then I'm like, oh, maybe if I try the True Hope and come off meds, my body will function again. But even making these, and I go apply for jobs, have job interviews working with seniors, and I'm like, oh, they just got to Google my name and see. And there's a lot of stigma, and people watch these videos and may not want to hire me, but I think could be helpful to put them out there and people understand like how honest we can be, and it's okay to be honest, and that we're not alone in our suffering. It's kind of why I make these, right? If someone can relate and understand, then maybe it'll help sort my mental health out a little bit too. And did about four days with the flip phone. My nose gets dry, you guys. I did about 4 days with a flip phone, or 3 days or so. That was an adventure. And then today I was like, screw it. I'm putting my SIM card back in my smartphone. It's been kind of nice. It's easier to text people. Flip phones, you gotta push the button like 4 times or so just to get the right letter. It's just frustrating. And then honestly, it is nice to have access to the YouTube videos and stuff. So yeah, it's quite the journey, and I hope that I come to a place where I'm like, oh, okay, it happened for a reason. So I had an interview working with seniors, and they said they want to hire me and find me a client. So that'd be super beautiful. Maybe doing breath work. I don't know what's going on lately. Like I kind of know, but like it's like everywhere I go, people keep coming to find me and talk to me about their drug addiction. It's like people in my neighborhood I've never met coming up to me, petting my dog, giving me their life story, and this teenager on the bus just coming up and sitting beside me and looking at me and going, I shouldn't have smoked that meth, and just having a conversation with him on the bus for like half an hour as we drive towards home, and it's like heartbreaking. Like, I'm grateful to have these conversations, and like I love having these conversations. You know, like three drug addicts on the bus with a dog pouring their heart out to me, and I'm just trying to help them, and their dog's so full of love, and I feel like they help me too, you know. Just but I just be careful too who I hang around, right? Like, I don't make friends with people that are actively using, because that's how I stay sober, you know, unless it's like weed or something. But psychedelics, that's a little bit okay, but it's I don't do any of that anymore. I stayed home from a party because it's going to be a lot of weed and psychedelics, and I was going to go, and my friend happened to be in the hallway. I hadn't seen in a long time, and I was like, I need some support. I need to tell her what I'm trying to decide tonight. And she's like, don't go. Like, your sobriety is more important than going and having a good time. And I was like, yeah, you know, you're right. And then I go to church instead. But, you know, I try to tune in and be like, I ask my heart, like, what do you want me to do? I ask God, what are you telling me? And like, yeah, I get answers, but it's like, is that just me? Is it my thoughts? Is it really divine? Like, are the angels real? Like, what is real? Like, I just really want to know. It's like, you know, when we were kids watching the X-Files, and you're like, trust no one, the truth is out there. That's how, like, I feel. I'm like, I know the answers inside me, but like, it's hard to hear, and that's why I try to slow down and meditate and pray and move and breathe. But oh, it's exhausting, and it's painful. It's like, it's tiring, and it's just like, oh, I just want to be at that peace all the time. But on the hallway, I'm just trying to help my neighbors. I'll stop and have conversations with them for a while. I don't know what's going on in the hallway. I had a friend that was like saying like, oh, I watched The Beautiful Mind, and I worry that what if I meet someone one day that's just a figment of my imagination. And it's like, oh, that's what I deal with all the time. It's like, who is real here? Like, people claim to be aliens from other planets and Pleiadians and starseeds and communicate with all these beings, and then I see orbs and stuff. So it's like, wow, okay, what is really happening here? And I'm not gonna pretend I know, because I just don't. But at the same time, there's so many beautiful people, and like, I do watch some of these videos about like this guy that goes to all these tribes, and he's like, oh, it's a psychosis or a spiritual awakening. And a lady at work just saying like, hey, like, if you need to tell people of schizophrenia in a job interview, because they want to know about your job before and how you got it. And it's like, you put it out there as like, oh, it's a spiritual gift actually, and like, I've learned so much from it, and it's made me a better person, and it's made me more compassionate and be able to see the world differently, and like, be more intuitive and take care of myself better, and like, all that stuff, right? Because like, how we put ourselves out there matters. So for like going to a job interview and being like, yeah, I got schizophrenia, poor me, it's awful, it's a terrible illness, like, people won't hire me if I put it like that. But if I'm like, hey, schizophrenia can be hard, and can also come with a lot of gifts, and I know a lot of friends with it that do really well, and I haven't been in the hospital in over 10 years. It made me a good peer support worker. So, you know, and our words are powerful, and like, you know, we go out there complaining all the time about like how hard things are, and the world's falling apart, and everything's going to hell. It's like, sometimes I just need to like inspire people and encourage them and be honest at the same time. But like, I don't want to talk about the negative stuff all the time. Like, I really want to be like, oh, like, hey, hey, there's good things. Like, hey, it's spring. Like, I'll say, like, oh, I noticed clover in the garden. I noticed the buds on the trees. I can hear the birds singing again. I feel the warmth on my skin. And today we're getting 30 centimeters of snow tonight, and my curtains are closed. Yep. Oh yeah, it's coming. Yep. It's coming. So, anyways, I hope you can't see the license plate. But I hope these videos make a difference and matter, and like I just like want to help people not feel alone and feel like, hey, like no matter how hard things are, we can do things to take care of ourselves to get through it. And I really wonder, like, do I need another job on top of cleaning? Because I'm already so overwhelmed, and like, work is hard. And when you're neurodivergent, it can be hard to work full time. Like, I don't know how people do it. It's like amazes me, but like sometimes we just need to like honor our bodies and our capacities and our minds and be like, it's okay to take time off and rest. It's okay to like not be a superhero all the time. It's okay to go take a guitar lesson once a week and go take a somatic movement class once a week, or go to yoga once a week, or just like meditate. It's okay. Like I don't need to be productive all the time. Like I don't, if I'm not capable of it, then that's okay. Like really connecting with friends a lot, and that's been really beautiful. Like I have a friend with dementia and her husband is sick, so I'm trying to help her and she helps me. And then I've got other friends that we bring our dogs together. I've got friends that we, just meet once every 3 months and talk on the phone once a week. Like that's what really gets me through, and I'm so grateful to be that for someone, but to have that for me, like that's one of the biggest parts of my life. And really reaching out to my parents and my grandparents and being like, hey, let's talk or meet or whatever, because I think like relationships are one of the most important pieces to the puzzle. And luckily I have a good family I can connect with, right? Because not everybody does. And honestly, like people keep complaining about the snow, and I really love the snow. I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually beautiful, and it means less forest fires. So I'm so happy every time it snows. Yes, I don't drive. And going to work the other day, and the bus shows up like 45 minutes late. I ended up being half an hour late for work. And luckily I have an amazing boss. So I don't know how I lucked out that like all my coworkers are just super cool. Like I'm so blessed for that job. And sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm a cleaner. Like, but I don't know, like, why do we have to have such in positions of power and rich positions just to feel enough? Like maybe I am enough, you know what I mean? And like there's so much pressure to like be the top of the game, and like it's like exhausting to even think about it. But coming back to gratitude and like in sustainability, like this is sustainable for me right now to be able to just have the lifestyle I'm living, right? And save a little money. And we'll see with the ADAP program. Some new stuff came out about it, so check that out if you're on AISH. But yeah, if they want to make us work even more than we already are, then that'll be something else. So maybe just get the self-care down right now so that when that time comes, I can work more. No one's told us how much they want us to work, and I hope it's a good thing for people. I have a lot of friends that don't work that are terrified about ADAPT. They're trying to put people on disability back to work and force them to go back to work. This is like the first time ever that the Aish clients will be actually pressured to go to work because it's always been optional unless you need to and want to. And so I've got friends that are like severe OCD. I got neighbors that have recovery from addiction, and they're like, oh my god, I can't work. What am I going to do? People are worried they're going to end up in the psych ward or whatever, because they think that their tolerance of what they can handle is not enough to handle work. So but then there's the people that can handle work that just are too afraid to. So for those people it could be really good. And then for those that can't, I don't know how they're going to prove they can't. Like, do they still have to jump through all the hoops and do the employment counseling, apply for work, try to show up? Like, we don't know. If people are on PDD, then they automatically stay on Aish. If people have a developmental disability, they automatically stay on Aish too. Sorry, my neck is sore, you guys. I've been like working out super hard, trying not to ever miss a single workout. Once in a while I have to for errands, but upped my weight in the workout class today, so it was actually really nice. And yeah, just drinking lots of water the last few days is really helping my stomach. And cutting up carrots, cucumbers, and celery has been really nourishing. So yeah. If you watched this all the way to now, I just want to thank you. That's super awesome. Appreciate anybody that watches these, so feel free to like, subscribe, like, and give me a comment. Maybe comment the words, "We are not alone. We are in this together, and we got this." Something like that. Yeah, I just like appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate the other creators that I get to spend time watching, and I love all you guys. I'm grateful for this platform to contemplate my reality with you. And yeah, I hope we get through this. I hope we get through this together. I hope we continue to do things that take care of ourselves, because we deserve that. And we're strong, and this is not a time to give up. This is not a time to give in to the darkness. It's a time to be a part of the light. So love you all. Bye.